Good afternoon and welcome to The Balance of Life. I am Pastor Angel Ferguson and I thank you so very much for joining us today. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It is always our honor and our pleasure to come and spend some time with you in the Word of God as we want to encourage you today. Yesterday, we shared some words of encouragement with you about finding what influences you. And today I want to just take it a little further and just say it's time to live up to your potential. That's right. Living up to your potential. We all have been given gifts and talents. But sometimes, and we can know the gifts and talents. My motto for years has been I love you without measure simply because I believe in the potential of you. And I stand by wholeheartedly in those words. But I want you to live up to your potential. You have great potential. Sometimes we don't want to live up to it. We live beneath our potential. We won't exercise the gifts given unto us. Some won't even acknowledge them. And to be honest, sometimes we are living our lives below our potential. hmm We're not putting any effort utilizing the gifts and talents that we have. We have allowed life to just dump down on us. Some are buried under the burdens of life. And I will admit, there were times in my life, so I can share this with you. There have been times that I have had to fight, not outside of myself, but I had to fight to obtain a breakthrough, not to allow my experiences in life to hold me back and to hold me down. Sometimes we can get so weighted down with what we go through in life that we literally give up on ourselves. We give up on our purpose, our goals, our dreams. It's almost like we won't even give ourselves a chance or an opportunity. But we all have to fight for our deliverance. hmm Fight to come out of that shell of the traumas that we've gone through. We've all had some experiences. We've all had some setbacks. We're going to experience different things during the course of our lives, but we cannot allow a situation to hold us back. And so my words for all of us today is listen, get up and fight. Fight out of depression. Fight out of those groups and those areas that don't accept you. Okay, well, if they don't accept you, that's not an area you need to be in. There is a place for you. If you keep hitting roadblocks for what it is you desire to do, first of all, let's pray about it. That's right, let's pray about it. Lord, is this the area for me? Am I going in an area that you want to prevent me from going into? Because see, sometimes we do that too. We want to go into an area that's not meant for us. And we are frustrating ourselves by trying to enter into an area that just isn't your lane. So, Lord, where is the place for me? What is it that you have for me? Because I know that you have a purpose and you have a plan for me on earth, and it is for the kingdom of heaven. So I just need to find my place. hmm Yes, I've had some setbacks. Yes, I've experienced some rejection. hmm In one way or another, we have experienced some type of rejection, but we cannot allow that to keep us in a box. Mm-mm. Nope, don't take that one rejection and say, well, everywhere I go, I'm getting rejected. That was one experience. And once again, if you keep going into the same type of area and you keep getting rejection, well, self examination. How am I presenting myself? What is the quality of my work? Have I studied to show myself approved? Is this my audience? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Maybe I'm not in the right place. But I am praying that you ask God to reveal unto you what it is he has placed into you, and many of us already know. Many of us already know what he has placed inside of us. We're just not living up to it. We're doing half mediocre work. We're trying to impress people. We're talking to the wrong audiences. We're in the wrong place. Some of us aren't even working fully in the areas that he's called us to. So today, make a decision that I want to live up to the potential that's inside of me. So let's look at the definition of potential. What's that? Potential means having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. You have potential. Latent qualities or abilities that may be developed and led to future success or usefulness. You have potential. The quantity determining the energy of mass in a gravitational field of charge in an electric field. You have potential. There is potential in you, and it needs to be developed. Don't allow your gifts and talents to go dormant, untouched, unused, underdeveloped, cast aside. Don't neglect the gift that's inside of you, the potential that's inside of you. There is potential inside of every person that has been born. You have the potential, no matter what walk of life. hmm There is something uniquely, divinely, and special inside of you. I believe it. I love you without measure because I believe that there is something in you that is good for future success and usefulness. If you've just tuned in, you've tuned in to The Balance of Life. I am Pastor Angel Ferguson, and I thank you so very much for joining us today. This is the day that the Lord has made. we will rejoice and be glad in it. Today we're talking about living up to your potential. And I believe that there is great potential in you. I believe it with everything that is within me. And I am sharing today's broadcast via my social media. I want you to live up to your potential. It's in you. It's in you. All you have to do is, you know what? Make a decision. Okay? Whenever a person makes a decision that, hey, I want better for myself. I want better for myself. I want better for my family. Mhm. Yep. If you are part of a ministry, especially if you are the founder, if you're connected to it, I want better for it. But it starts with you. I have been speaking about it for a while now. Charity starts at home. Mhm. It has to start in you first, and then it spreads abroad. Charity starts with you. So your potential, it's going to start with you. It's going to start with how you see yourself. hmm Studying to show yourself approved, which means that potential has to be developed. Let's read the definition again. Potential means having or showing the capacity to become or developed into something in the future. Development. hmm Develop. Develop what's in you. Groom it, cultivate it, grow it. Bring it unto perfection. Take care of yourself. hmm Take care of you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Potential also means latent qualities or abilities that may be developed and led to future success or usefulness. You have great potential. It's there. It's inside of you. It may have been pushed aside. hmm Don't allow mistakes in your life to block your potential, to deny your potential, to cause you to forsake your potential. Mm-mm. We've all made mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And as long as we have breath in our bodies, guess what? They're going to, uh, circumstances are going to come. You might not make the right decision at that time. After the fact, you rethink something and hey, you know what? I could have made a better decision. Don't beat yourself over the head about it. When you discover that your decision could have been changed because you have decision making power, learn from that circumstance and move forward. But it is time for many to begin to work on themselves. Don't try to work on nobody else. Work on you. What's going on in the inside of you? Develop what's inside of you. It starts within you. hmm You want changes in your life? Okay. The changes that you want to make in your life will begin with the potential that's inside of you. Develop a plan of action. hmm Make sure that your plan of action lines up with the will of God for your life. And begin to make steps. Get a plan. Begin to make steps for the development of that plan. Begin to get things in order, line things up. Let it be developed. Let's read that definition again. Potential means having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. I believe in the potential of you. So, what it is that you want for a future, it has to be developed. It has to become, it has to have the capacity to become or developed. hmm Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, stop telling yourself you can't do it. Stop telling yourself that you're not capable. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Speak positive life to yourself. hmm Don't don't worry about if it didn't work the first time. Was it good enough to work? hmm Yep. Were you happy with it? Were you impressed with it? Did you check, 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 and double check? You have great potential inside of you. So stop doubting what God placed inside of you. Stop telling yourself that you can't have what you saw in that dream. Because if it is something that is allowing you to do something better in your life for your gifts and your talents, yes, you can. Stop talking yourself out of doing better. I would do this, but I got this going on. Come on. You can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens you. What is it that you want to do now? I'm not talking about anything illegal or not aligned with the will of God. That's not what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. That's why I said pray. What is it that you want to do? You have dreams and desires of opening up your own business. Get yourself in a position to do it. Learn about it. What is it that it's going to take? Get it developed. Despise not the day of small beginnings. Stop saying, "Well, I would do it if they would come and join me." No, who has the vision? It starts in you. He said, "Write the vision and make it plain, that he may that read it may run with it." You ain't got nothing to give them. So, don't wait on them. I would do this, but I ain't got nobody to go with me. I would do that, but I don't have nobody to support me. Are you supporting yourself? And guess what? I have news for all of us. Your contacts, your family is not your audience. Mm-mm. Your contacts, your family, that's not your audience. Support yourself. Encourage yourself. You develop the potential that's inside of you. Ask God to lead and guide you by the Holy Spirit. hmm Find that inspiration. Speak positive to yourself. Positive life. Positive good life. Speak it to yourself. Stop waiting for somebody to come along and speak it to you. Speak it to yourself. Live it. Don't listen. Don't just speak it. Live it. You want to see some changes? Begin to make them. Ask the Holy Spirit to lead and guide you. But there is great potential in you. I believe it's there. I want you to begin to believe it's there. Know that it is there. And then let it get developed. Learn as much as you can. And we can never learn all at one time. And so, guess what? Learn something new about your potential every day, every week, quarterly. Learn something about your potential. Learn something about your potential. What is it that's in within me? There is something great and wonderful and powerful inside of me. I know it is because it came from heaven above. It came from my Father, which is in heaven. He gave it to me. So I know it's good. hmm And here's something else. When we know we have potential and we know where it came from, that gift and talent that has the capacity to become and to be developed, and we reject it, we're rejecting the gift and talent from God. hmm It takes time for it to be developed. Even after God created the heaven and the earth, and He created the fowl of the air and the animals, there was still another part of development. He gave Adam the authority to name what he created. Adam had the potential to name God's creation. He also gave man dominion over the earth. He gave them the potential to have dominion over the earth. And so that potential, they had the capacity to become and to develop how to take care of the earth. And so they learned how to take care of what God gave them. hmm God gave you something. He gave each and every individual something. After you find out what it is He gave you, learn how to take care of it. Learn its purpose. Don't reject what God gave you. Stop telling yourself, I don't have any gifts and talents. Yes, you do. You just don't know what they are. God gave you something, and it is good, and it is wonderful. I pray that you use it as He intended. I'd like to take the time to invite you, if you have the opportunity and the time, to join us for Bible study tonight. You can tune in virtually with Faith Outreach Deliverance Church, Bridgeton, New Jersey. The pastor is Dr. Lillian C. Allen. The overseer is Apostle Roma D. Allen Sr. I am their assistant pastor, and we will have Bible study tonight. Yes, we will be in the building, but if you are outside of the Bridgeton, New Jersey area and you are being led to join us for Bible study, you can do so at 7 o'clock p.m. The name of the Facebook page is Faith Outreach Deliverance Church, Bridgeton, New Jersey. And that is if you are not in your own ministry's Bible study tonight, and if the Holy Spirit leads and guides you to join us. I just wanted to extend an invitation for Bible study, but always, always, 100%, always make sure that you are making sure that your first fulfillment is where you pay your tithe and offering, that you are connected to that ministry. All right, so today we're talking about living up to your potential, and this is something that is I am so passionate about. Individuals coming into the reality that, yes, you know what? God has given me a gift and talent, and I need to know what it is, because He gave it to me for a reason. He didn't give it to me simply because He wants me to have it. He wants me to use it for the kingdom of heaven while I'm on earth. You see, when I go to heaven, I don't need that gift and talent in heaven. I need it while I'm on earth. I need to utilize it. It's beneficial while I'm alive. But when I take my last breath, my gifts and talents aren't beneficial. I need to use them now. So help me, Lord, to live up to the potential that's that's inside of me. Help me. I know that he will help you. I believe by faith. I connect my faith with yours in the name of Jesus. That as you begin to get sincere and get your mind right. hmm Lord, what are my gifts and talents? I know that you gave me gifts and talents. There is good inside of me because you are my Father which is in heaven and you created me. And I know that I have gone through some situations and some circumstances, but Lord, I know that what you gave me it's meant to get me out of the situations. It's meant to provide. It's meant for the benefit of others. And so we've all gone through some things. We've all gone through some challenges, but I want to speak to those who have been a young unwed mother. That's not the end of you. Mm-mm. You can still grow and be developed, that potential that's inside of you. Just because you are a young unwed mother, listen, we've all made mistakes. Nobody is perfect. You're not the first and you're not the last, but that's not your ending. Mm-mm. No, you might have made some mistakes in your young adolescent years, but that's not your ending. You might have gotten in trouble here and there, but that's not your ending. God has a purpose and a plan for your life as well. You might have gotten mixed up in the wrong crowd and have been led astray. But to God be the glory for his grace and mercy. He said, by his stripes you are healed. And when you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, it is that we are made whole. It's not just for salvation that he is saving us, it's that we are made whole. And so, behold, in him you are a new creature in Christ Jesus. There is something good inside of you. You are not a mistake. God wanted you here. Your parents might not have planned it. It might not have been on their agenda, but you're not a mistake. God knew he wanted you here on earth, and it is for a purpose. hmm Your life is worth living. We bind the spirit of suicide right now, where the enemy is speaking to many and saying that your life is not worth living, that you should give up your life. No, don't give up your life. Your life is worth living. God has a purpose and a plan for your life. There is something that he has for you to do. So don't give up on life. Live your potential. You have great potential. We're praying for you throughout the day, praying that you begin to ask, seek, and knock. Our Father, which is in heaven, ask him to reveal what it is that he has in you, and then ask for the instructions for it to be developed, because it's for future use. It's for future use. We would love to give you a copy, a free copy of our digital magazine, Hope and Truth. All digital copies are absolutely free. It can be yours today. All you have to do is email us at thebalanceoflife1 at yahoo.com and request your free digital copy. Have a blessed day, everyone.